Hey everyone, sorry we're a little late. We had some technical difficulties in figuring out how to do the live. So basically today I wanted to update sort of on my surrogacy journey right now. A lot of people have been asking questions because the last time I really did a video, it was a live from the OR where I was doing a transfer. So, a bit of an update. It didn't work, and so we basically have one more embryo left, and we were going to transfer that in November. And then my intended parents decided to not move forward. A lot of reasons, some of which is not my business to share. Good morning, Melanie. So a big part of why I decided to do this was to kind of open up and talk about when it doesn't go the way you want it to. It's been a really tough journey. I met my recent intended parents over a year and a half ago when they came to me looking for some help with a surrogate. And I just fell in love with them. I mean, at the end of the day, that's really what it was about. I instantly gravitated towards them and just knew immediately I wanted to help them. So it was really an easy decision for me. But at the time, they didn't have embryos, and we had a lot of ups and downs in 6 months after meeting them to just try and get them to a point where they had good PGS tested embryos. And in the spring, in May, we did our first transfer. And of course, as a surrogate, you're going in, you're super hopeful. Everything's going to be amazing. I've had 2 journeys that were almost flawless. Only one failed transfer ever, and it didn't work. And it was super discouraging. It was near my birthday, and it was the beginning of the summer, and I had worked so hard to lose like 20 pounds, and it was really an amazing lead up that just fell short. And we took the summer off. I think everybody felt super disappointed. So we took the summer off, and at the end of August, we decided to move forward and do another transfer. And that one didn't work either. And I thought it did. I saw I was getting positives, and I was going crazy and taping them. And at the end of the day, it didn't work. We were left with 1 embryo. I went to Germany, the documentary. Morning, Cheryl. And when we got back, right before I was to start meds, my IPs messaged me and said that they didn't feel they were in a good place to move forward anymore. And I'll tell you, and it's a really big bag of mixed emotions. Just trying to feel as though you aren't a failure, but trying to understand at the end of the day, there's so very little in our control as surrogates to make this happen. We can do everything. We can take our prenatal vitamins, we can take our meds properly, we can do everything in our power to make it work, but there's so much that we can't control. And it's a difficult thing. So I went through 3 weeks of a really tough round of kind of up and down emotions. I cried a lot. I was angry that I felt like I had wasted a year and a half, that I could have been helping somebody else. I was sad that I knew our relationship now would change and probably not ever be what it was. And I was really questioning whether I should ever move forward as a surrogate again. So for me, it was a very stressful time in November, and everybody was really amazing and supporting me, but it wasn't easy. And initially, I then, went through the why. Why? You have one embryo left. Why? And sometimes intended parents just don't understand what will happen to their relationship when they go through such a stressful journey. And you have to be so solid. And it is really tough. We go into it thinking, oh, we'll just, make a baby and everything lines up, and then it doesn't work, or it's such a long journey. And I, as a business owner who has helped so many people through their own family creation in that asset, it's not easy for some people, and I've watched people struggle through transfer after transfer and retrievals and having to get a donor. And it's one of the most torturous things as a human being to watch someone really fall and not be able to pick them up. And I couldn't pick my IPs up. I couldn't save what I had wanted to be this amazing, perfect journey. And I couldn't fix them. So it was really hard. And still is really hard. I still talk to my IM quite a bit, and every time I do, I cry, and I haven't seen them since. So we were planning a trip to see each other in February, just to kind of finish, I think, and hug. But it's tough. And so I wanted to do this live, not just to announce that officially my surrogacy journey is over. My IBs have decided not to pursue surrogacy at all anymore. And so I'm unmatched. And then I went through every intended parent that enrolled in our program. I was like, oh my God, I could do it for them. And then I was promised myself, because I was not in a good emotional state, that I needed to take at least 6 months and really evaluate where I was. I'm turning 40 in May, and even though we've seen some amazing surrogates in their 40s and beyond, I had to evaluate whether or not I was meant to carry again, and whether this is something I should just close a chapter to my amazing 2 journeys that I had. But as a surrogate, it's really hard. It is really hard every day that I see people struggle to not just say, I'll do it, because that's who we are, and that's who we will always continue to be. And that's why I choose to do the job that I'm doing, is to help other people get through their journey in a supported environment where we can help walk through everything with them. So I don't know where my surrogacy journey will go. If I decide to do another one with a new set of IPs, it won't be till the fall, because I'm taking my kids to Newfoundland this summer, and I've decided to give myself that time to really heal from having to feel like a failure. And I know the struggles that the girls go through every day when it doesn't work or something doesn't go as planned, and it is the hardest part of my job. And of course, we know what the best part is. But as a surrogate myself, pulled myself away from my business, it's really been difficult to accept that it didn't work. And some surrogates have to. And some IPs end up walking away without a baby. And that is the very real and gut-wrenching side of surrogacy when this doesn't work. And so that's really, I guess, the preparation of this live, was to say, look, we can't guarantee anything as an agency or a program or a woman who is a surrogate. Is we have little control. We do our best to help. We do our best to make sure that you are supported and that we line all our ducks up in every possible way we can, but sometimes it doesn't work. And it is so difficult to help people in a business where sometimes the end result is not what people want. And as a surrogate, I don't know whether the answer is that my time is over in that regards, and I need to just help people through the programs that I'm setting out, or if the universe will line up with somebody else. But that's undetermined for me right now at this point. I wanted to thank everybody in my amazing community of women who have been supportive. It has not been easy, and I have watched them all struggle. And I value all of them so much that, you know, we hold each other up, and we cannot help always wanting to make it work. It's like a fixer gene, that thing of wanting to always make sure that we can heal somebody, and it's in our nature to want to do that. So for anyone who has ever thought, maybe I could help somebody this way, it isn't always easy, but oh my God, when it works, it is the most incredible thing in this entire world, healing somebody's heart that way. And for me, knowing that I wasn't able to do that has, it's left a bit of a hole in my heart, to be honest. And it's going to take a while for it to heal. And I'm not in a position where I should be choosing to embark on another relationship, because the relationship part that we value here at this program is so important. And when that falls apart, there's not much left. And so we know the foundation is everything. And I'm not sure I have the energy and the strength right now to build that with somebody else. Maybe in the future. But I love my IPs so much, and I still do. I really do. And I value the decision that they had to make, because it was a really, really hard one for them that they have to live with. And I wish it wasn't that way, but it is. So for everyone who's had to struggle, for every surrogate who's had to go through a miscarriage or failed transfer or any kind of struggle with their intended parents to help them create a family, you are a miracle. You are healers in so many ways, and I'm so grateful to be a part of supporting each and every one of you. And I'm so grateful that you have all supported me through my ups and downs in my journey. This year is going to be amazing. We here at Canadian Surrogacy Community have begun plans in March for a huge strategic meeting again, our yearly big meeting with Lara Veldkamp, and we are super excited for all of the things that are going to come. We have a huge announcement for March, and it's going to be amazing. We are going to be touring around a little more, doing some seminars and some talks, and really digging into some new programs to help with infertility support on a much bigger level, and not just through surrogacy. And we hope that everybody sticks around for all the amazing things that are going to come. So I just want to thank everybody for tuning in and for all of the amazing things and messages, everything after the OR live. It was so amazing how many people messaged with support and how fascinated they thought the whole procedure was. And that was the point in doing it, was to show people this is what happens in a transfer. This is how miraculous it is. And it's really difficult to accept when it doesn't work after something so incredible. So thanks everybody for tuning in. For all those people that have messaged wanting me to be their surrogate, I really appreciate it. It's a huge compliment. But right now I am taking a break, and I need to figure out what the road I'm on will take me as a surrogate. We are really excited about what we'll take, where our program is going to go for 2019. But I wanted everybody to know who's been following our journey that it has come to an end. And I'm grieving with my IPs. I love them. So everybody have a great Sunday, and don't hesitate to message or send any inquiries if you have ever thought about being a surrogate, or if you're an intended parent struggling and you just want somewhere to turn where we can help in any way, walk you through your journey. I love everybody. Mwah. Take care.